Hi there, this video is a tutorial on how to use this home management planner bundle. This is in Google Sheets. I will have an Excel version, but it will be slightly different. So I'll explain a little bit about that as we go along. So starting out, this is your first tab. This is your README tab. The link to the video will be here when I'm done with it. So if you need to go to any of the sheets, you just click over and get to them. And you can print these out. We'll have to resize them as they go along, but yes, they can be printed. You can edit this and things like that. Okay, starting off, this is your to-do list. So just easy peasy. You just click on the cell, delete it, and then this is blank. And so as you write down your tasks, say you need to go to the grocery store, you put in the date, and then you check it off as it's complete. So as you complete them, this pie chart will change. It'll tell you the number's complete. Once you have something put in this cell, it will change it from white to pink. This is only Google Sheets. Like this sheet is, all of this cute little functionality is really just for Google Sheets. All this stuff doesn't really work in Excel. So if you have Excel, yours is gonna look really not pretty. So yours will kind of look more like this without your checkboxes, and it's just not as fun. And I usually take out the chart too, just because it's a little bit more complicated. So it's not as fun, but Google Sheets is more fun. Once it is complete, if you're using Excel, you just gonna put an X that it's done. So grocery store, complete. There you go. Okay, moving on to monthly budget. Okay, so we have your total income here, how much left you have to spend, how much your expenses are, and how much you have left to budget. Each one of these pie charts, once you click on the chart, it'll kind of highlight it, and then you can put your mouse over and see different aspects of it. And then, so you can see how much you have left to spend. You can see how your spending breakdown is. If your expenses are high, your savings are high, if your bills are high. Okay, so this is where your income will be. So say you get paid on, June 1st. Your payday is June 1st. You're hoping to get $1,000, but you got $100 instead. So you can see how your income is going to be all right here. It's going to be totaled here and here. You can double click in your start date if you're using Google Sheets, and then choose a day. If you're not using Google Sheets, or if you don't even want to use this feature, just hit delete and put whatever day you want. Scrolling down, so you've got your bills, your expenses, your savings, and your debt. All of that adds up. So say you've got your bill here. So this is utility. Okay, and then you're going to just say it's due on the 1st. You're hoping that it's $100. It's $1. So everything on the bills here is going to add up here together, and that's going to be totaled up right there. Your budget's going to be totaled up there, and the difference between the two is there. Same thing for your expenses, your savings, and your debt. All of these, so how much you actually spent here, 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 and here. The sum is 2206, and after I've done this right, your expenses are 2206. Your budget is going to add up here, here, and here. Everything in these, and then everything will be added up. So that should be sum of 3715. Did I do this right? Okay, so your left to budget is everything that you expected minus your budget of bills, expenses, savings, and debt. So if you subtract all that out, that will be how much you have left at budget. How much you have left to spend is what you actually received minus your actual bills, your expenses, savings, and debt. So it'll be all of those totals at the bottom. So that's how that works. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Okay, moving on to grocery list. This is your grocery shopping list for the week. So you can put in the date, your budget, and your favorite store. And then you can highlight this all out here and hit delete. Leave this because this is the formula. So say if we get bread, it was $5. That's how much we think it's going to actually be, and it was actually $4.58. So that's how much you're actually spending. And then your grand total is going to add everything up and how much you actually spent. So if we delete this all out, goodness, I'm not hitting the delete key, I'm hitting the 0 key. My bad. Okay, so everything should be totaling up to, just make sure this is all working, $4.58, yes. So all of this will add up once you add something else. We're at $5.58. Okay, so that's your grand total there. Perfect. So that's your grocery shopping list. Your budget will not change for anything. That's just what you're kind of hoping to get at. If you want to print this or any of the sheets, you go to File, Print, and then you want to do Fit to Width, and then that will print everything out for you there. And then you hit Next, and then you print it out. Go to Meal Planner. So this is your meal plan for the week. Say we're going to do July 1st to 5th. And then you can highlight all of this, hit the delete key, and then you can plan out your breakfast if you want to do pancakes, eggs, toast, and milk. And then you can plan out everything for the week like that. And then you can, if you wanted to just highlight everything and then hit delete, you can print this out as well. And then put this on your fridge. The next is your chore chart, same thing. So this would be someone's name. It's coming in sideways. So if you go into the FX section, you can put in someone's name there. And then you can put in the chore charts here, highlight everything, hit delete. And then you could, write whatever the chore is. And then you can check off as you get the chores done, which is really fun. The next subscription tracker is the next one. So once you highlight all of this, you hit delete, and then you can do your subscription. And then you can choose your category. If this is miscellaneous, you can edit this if you want with the pen. This edit part will only work if you're using Google Sheets. You have to go to the data validation section to change I have another video on how to change that, but if you wanted to change the drop downs, if you're using Excel, if you wanted to add another item, you could do that. You could change the color, customize, you can pick a color. There you go. And then, or you can, let's see, we want to pick a color that looks like this one, don't we? Yeah. And then we hit done. Yes, we want to apply, well, just this instance. We'll do it just for this instance because if we did it to all, it's going to actually change those two. So you would just take this new item and then you would just drag it all the way down. And then that way it will have the right category. You could also click in the cell and hit delete and then drag it all the way down. So now you have all the new ones in there. So that's how that works. Moving on to appointment tracker. This is a place to keep up with your doctor's appointments. Highlight the section, hit delete. So this is your doctor. And you put in the phone, email, appointment dates. If you're using Google Sheets, you can double click and choose a date. There's the time, the service, estimated time to complete, and your notes. You can have, there's a section here for allergies. So this is, if you wanted to keep track of, who has allergies and what's going on with them. So if they're allergic to penicillin, I can spell that right. Medication, you put in your medication name, and if you have it in stock or not, what's the expiration date, and who's the doctor. You hit this scroll right button to get to the scroll right to see more tabs. We have a contact list here that works. Same thing. We can just delete out everything and then put in what all the contact information, keeping up with friends, neighbors, family, birthdays, things like that. Cleaning checklist. So this is a checklist to keep track of cleaning for the week, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually. You can have goals, so you can delete this out and put your goal here. Monthly goals, a shopping list, check things off after they're done. If you wanted to change something here to, like, say weekly, just highlight in that cell and change it. And check this off as you've completed it. Okay. Next one is your travel planner. So this shows like a location, your hotel, travel time, the status if you're looking for, if you're just kind of looking, or if you're actually planned it, the contact name, any email address, like if this is the Airbnb. So the category could be food and beverage, accommodations, transportation, entertainment. We've got total cost, amount paid, and balance due. Now this one is actually the first one where we have a formula in the cell here. So be careful not to, don't hit your backspace button because it will delete out the formula. If you hit Control Z, it will undo that. So it's better to hit the delete key. Let's see. There we go. And then, so we can just highlight this whole thing. Let me see, delete, is that gonna work? No, it's gonna delete my formula. So it's just better to highlight all of this that's not the formula and hit delete, and then that will zero out this section. And you just highlight this whole thing once you have the formula there, and then you can just drag it down, and now it's all at 0. So that's how that's gonna work. A birthday tracker, so this is a place to keep track of names, birthdays, any gifts that you purchased. There is a formula in here, so if you're wanting to delete this, you just delete this here, and then now you have something that we can start over with. So there, so now you can just put in birth dates, and things like this. So if your budget is $30, you spent $25, you've got a difference of $5. If you bought it or not, it will highlight it and make it pretty. Once again, in Excel, this the checkboxes won't be here. It'll just be a blank cell. You can just put X if you bought it. Okay. Moving on to home maintenance planner. This will help you keep track of just any home maintenances thing that you have to do if you have a regular, pest control that comes out. If you have a housekeeper, things like that, things that need to be done, you can keep track of all of that here. So you've got the website, the price, date of service, the date completed, and if it was paid or not. Car maintenance. So here we've got the vehicle name, the service, the mileage that was on your car, how frequently this needs to be done, the next due date, the next due mileage, the completed date, the name of the car place, the phone, website, and price. And then this is a babysitter information sheet that you might want to use as well. So this on the right side, this has the schedule from morning till night. So you can just easily delete this out. And then you can write your own schedule here. And then, of course, you can delete out your own parent contact info. And then we've got children's on here. We have pets, and then I have plants just for those of you who have a garden that you need instructions as well. So we've got, the age of the child, if there's any allergies, any meds they need to take, emergency contact information, favorite activities, and any notes for the child or pet. You can do that here. If you need something bigger, you can always drag this to the right and make it bigger so you can really make a lot more room. If you needed lots more, direction or different things. And then if you wanted to print this out, again, file, print, do landscape and fit to width. If you did portrait, it's going to be a little, portrait might work too. So that might be good. And you can just make it blank and then print it out as portrait. So that's how this lovely sheet works. I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm at savvyandthriving.com. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Okay, bye.